Hello and welcome to the NewsX Guardian Roundtable. This week we shall be discussing the state polls where at least 3 southern states are going to the polls, that is Kerala, Puducherry and Tamil Nadu. So we are going to be discussing who gets to rule the south. Will the BJP be able to make any inroad at all? For that I have a panel of experts. I have with me Pankaj, Vohra, Managing Editor of the Sunday Guardian, Mr. Subramanian, Swamy, Rajya Sabha MP and BJP leader, Madhu, Yaskhi, National Spokesperson for the Congress Party, and Shekhar, Iyer, Political Editor, Deccan Herald. Dr. Swamy, I'll begin with you first. Does the BJP have any chances of at least getting a foot in?
No, we lost that chance when instead of going alone, we went hunting for allies, got none. Now we will win some seats. I mean, it won't be zero, probably 3 or 4. But BJP has to start as a independent, clear, alternative ideology party, and go through some elections, perhaps losing them. Only then it can come up. It got a very good momentum when Modi was standing for the parliament elections, but we have lost it all.
And what about Modi's campaign in Kerala? He's that comparison with Somalia hasn't gone on well.
Kerala, well, I don't agree. I mean, no. These people
it's hurt popular sentiment. Why?
No, not at all. People, those who are with us. They say, "Oh, wonderful, that's right." It's like an African.
So you're king of a small pond.
But we were zero, never won a single seat. This time, we can go up to 12
in Kerala.
And then we are good at propaganda. So
from 0 to 12.
0 to 12.
And they're good at propaganda. Madhu, what about you? Is the Congress any good at propaganda? You're not very good on the ground, I have to say.
Well, Mr. Swamy, for a change, is very candid. He said
He's
first,
no,
they have no chance in BJP. So
no, I voted for Tamil
Nadu.
Nadu.
But in Kerala also, as you rightly said it, from 0 to 12, it could be 0 also. So our information is like, we just had a review before. You told me yesterday this is going to be who's going to rule or the south. So had my discussions with my leaders from Kerala to Tamil Nadu, and in the past 1 week, if you see the information also what's coming in, the DMK Congress alliance is moving ahead, which few weeks back people thought like Amma will be clean sweeping, so which is not the case now. The Kerala, I think, though Mr. Swamy didn't agree, but like I was on the non-political parliamentary forum on malnutrition. Gujarat has a very bad track record. It is one of the worst state in the children malnutrition. So probably he is mistaken. Instead of saying that Gujarat has a worst record, he mentioned Kerala, which I don't think the people, it is a very educated Kerala state, which they don't take it lightly when they compared with Somalia. It's a partly responsible of the central government too. In the last 2 years, if Kerala is faulting on malnutrition, he should have helped, we should have gone to their rescue. Okay. So though we are a smaller partner in Tamil Nadu, but Kerala we are a ruling party, incumbent. So we are not going to, earlier we thought it may be internal fight, seems to be much difficult, but the BJP splitting, that's what had helped in the last elections in Thiruvananthapuram. Now the more votes they take it, which they are not going to win many seats, but that helps the cutting the votes for the left, and the Congress alliance could win.
Okay, let me bring in Shekhar.
But he has admitted not many seats, but obviously some seats.
No, Kerala we are going to come back. It's like
no, I'm not talking about you, but you said some seats we are going to win. That's the opening.
Well, no. I said some seats. That's your wishful thinking. As I corrected. Mr. Vohra corrected me. I agreed that you laughed at me when I said it's 0. When you said 12 seats, you may have like to win. But
we have got 2 lawyers here also, Pankaj. So we have a problem. But Shekhar, can I bring you on? Say, let's do state-wise. Let's do Tamil Nadu first. Chances of what he's saying are the DMK and Congress. They do have any chances? Because for what I'm hearing, it's a Jaya comeback.
No, I think this time Tamil Nadu is one election where nobody is seeing any wave in favor of anyone. At the same time, no big wave against anyone. So in this scenario, and also with this emergence of third front and other caste-based parties getting aligned, it is going to be every assembly seat how the votes are getting divided and who is going to benefit. And in the southern Tamil Nadu, which is normally ADMK's strong base, there you have this virtually a motley group. You have Vaiko, you have Vijayakant, who was undecided till the last moment. Then you have other parties, small parties, and then essentially Vijayakant. If you look at Vijayakant was playing ball till last with both DMK and with this so-called third front, and even with BJP. And finally, he took a way where it got a lot of confusion among his own cadres. Then you have the Patali Makkal Katchi, which is essentially the central Tamil Nadu, as of the one-year party. And he is on his, Anbumani Ramdas is projecting himself as CM, and he has his own host of issues, including strong prohibition. So in this kind of confusing scenario, obviously BJP, since as Dr. Swamy was mentioning, they delayed a lot, trying to first hook up with Vijayakant, then trying to look for others, then they tied up with some Gounders, some again caste-based groups. I think that left them quiet, but they have been working very hard. And they are actually, what they have done is they have gone into, instead of any broad Tamil Nadu campaign, they have gone down to few seats where they thought they did well during the last Lok Sabha election. They're trying to win that. Now, when it comes to Kerala, I think Kerala is very interesting.
Okay,
Though,
first, let's do Tamil Nadu, then I'll come to Kerala.
Yeah, right.
Pankaj, on Tamil Nadu, what is your reading?
No, surprisingly, Congress seems to be better placed in all the three southern states as compared to what, people would have imagined. Basically in Tamil Nadu, it appears that Jayalalitha is feeling shaky now. For instance, on Wednesday, there are 22 seats in the Madras city, and Jayalalitha was to campaign somewhere in the countryside, but she cancelled her visit out there and, started the campaign in the Madras city itself, and it resulted in traffic jams, and, people have been asking her where was she when there were floods. She is the one who is on the back foot, and for some odd reason, the DMK-led front on which Congress is doing piggyback riding is inching forward and is consolidating its position. My reports are that the third front has virtually collapsed, and it has become, if it would have been a triangular kind of a fight, Jayalalitha would have had a very good chance. But in a straight fight with the third front collapsing, she is for deep trouble.
She's in for deep trouble. Do you agree with that, Jayalalitha versus DMK?
Well, I think I'll go back more to his analysis. There is a fracturing of votes for the first time. Previously, there was a polarization between two, and then they took turns. I mean, if you look at the last 25 years, you find no party has come back successively. This time, there is a whole new generation of, you see, Tamil Nadu has got a huge new crop of IT and engineers, and I mean, it's an educated state, but they're this new, and they are very national minded. I mean, and that is why this whole old campaign against Brahmins, everything has disappeared. Now they are mostly talking about giving a free scooter or a free computer, that level it is. I think I will not be able to predict the results, because the fact is that I just don't know how the votes are going to get divided. I don't see a wave, as he said, and I agree with him also that there is no wave against also. And so when they go there are some traditional commitments. For instance, women generally don't like Karunanidhi. Generally, I mean, doesn't mean 100%, but they generally don't like. Then the temple-going crowd, which is increasing in numbers, they generally favor Jayalalitha. They may certainly, because now we are much better, thanks to RSS and Vishnu Parishad, much better organization. So this time is going to be a toss-up.
Is Karunanidhi playing a smart move by saying I am the chief CM face and not Stalin? Because Stalin doesn't have much appeal.
No, I think that is basically not to let the family break up. It would have been a much smarter move. In fact, at one stage, I can say now, there was a serious, I was approached by both Vijayakant people, Vijayakant, of course, I met him also, and Stalin's people, and see whether we can form BJP, Stalin leading DMK and Vijayakant. But then it cracked up because Ms. Jayalalitha was smart enough to see this coming. Maybe the IB or her CID informed her. So she played a role which I can't say on television, by which this didn't happen. Had this happened, it would have been a winning combination. So Karunanidhi brought in because this Aragiri, Stalin plus Kannimozhi, because he is most worried about Kannimozhi, because she may go to jail in the 2G matter. So he is out to protect her, and that, because of the family, he has come forward.
Madhu, we've said, okay, BJP didn't get an alliance, but the Congress also, you really went on bended knees, you gave up a lot.
Well, Congress support dented because Mr. G.K. Vasan, when he left the party, the majority workers have left with Mr. Vasan. So if Vasan would have stayed in Congress, would have been a better wicket.
Youth
But
edged him out. Congress, he left because he was not getting what he felt is his due.
Well, that maybe this is not maybe the time to why he left and to discuss it. But one thing I would appreciate Mr. Swamy saying, though the woman vote is a key for the winning, the prohibition has become a very key issue now. So that has become a major issue. So we are hoping that that will fetch to the DMK. The other factor is like last 37 years or so, and Pankaj may be correct if that is right, every 5 years is changing. So though as Mr. Iyer says, the wave may not be seen, but in a silent wave, it always happens in Tamil Nadu. They may not come on the roads and express support, but they may silently vote towards DMK Congress alliance.
And who's your best face from the Congress?
Well, Congress, well, in either case, we are in a minor partner, so we are not going to decide who will be the chief minister.
No, but
So
your star campaigner, your vote getter.
Star
Are you
campaigner
waiting?
is Mr. Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi went and campaigned well, it was well received, and people response was quite good. It is he who projected, understood the people's psychic there, how a ordinary family was spending over 6,000 rupees. So these freebies, which is free scooter to Gold, and may not help much to Amma, because the people have started realizing, and because of the IT development in the past 5 years or so, there's a large crowd of youth coming from different states and settling in Tamil Nadu. So those crowd may not be supporting. As she came back, rushed to Chennai to campaign, which she's seeing in a anti-AIDMK in
Shekhar
Chennai
nervous.
itself.
Yeah. Shekhar, sorry.
Chennai is traditionally more pro-DMK than ADMK, traditionally.
Traditionally, and because of this youth coming from different neighboring states also.
I believe that nobody seems to have any advantage, and I don't see therefore a wave. If there's no wave, nobody can get a majority.
Which is very unlike, because Tamil Nadu is usually in waves.
Yes, maybe it's a transitional period, and it's a good opportunity for BJP for the next election.
Well, so you hope. Shekhar, it's also, it's not just political, it's very personal between Karunanidhi and Jayalalitha. Is it, we know it's personal between Mulayam and Mayawati, but somehow I see this being a shade worse.
Yeah, it was not just between Karunanidhi and Jayalalitha. It started off from the time MGR and Karunanidhi. You see, that was the period, I think, when Tamil Nadu politics got very bitter and very personal. Because MGR broke away from DMK, he was the party treasurer, and he went out asking for accounts, because he used to collect money, he used to make huge contribution. Party once started vanishing. Even as Karunanidhi as chief minister was getting embroiled in many corruption cases, even as PWD minister in Annadurai government, in the building of that famous Gemini flyover, there was corruption. And that time Karunanidhi's name rocked like hell. So it started off from then. So corruption has been a big issue with Karunanidhi. So MGR, took up this issue and started, voicing even party funds are vanishing. Because he asked for accounts, Karunanidhi and MGR fell apart, and MGR took out a rally, and thus the story of ADMK was born. Subsequent to that, because of that bitterness, we saw that throughout period when MGR was chief minister and Karunanidhi was in the opposition, and mind you, Karunanidhi could never return to power till MGR was around, because that was the charisma of MGR. So that continued, and subsequent to MGR's death, the manner in which the ADMK itself split, and the way DMK played its role, and the way DMK MLAs in the assembly, way they misbehaved with her, something it was compared to, though there might have been exaggerated account, but when she was treated, that lot of it got personal, and about being one woman being, and the malicious campaign that went on in the media controlled by DMK. So that left a lot of bitterness, because a lot of focus was sought to be into a personal life, into a personal choices. That left a bitterness, and that bitterness is followed. So nobody is were willing to give up, and you can understand the amount of bitterness that is involved in the DMK from the fact that even two siblings. Look at way Azhagiri and Stalin. They cannot. And in all this, I think you'll have to even understand Congress DMK alliance. This is not an alliance which Rahul Gandhi personally favored, and my understanding is Rahul Gandhi believed, as DMK people had said earlier, that they were getting in Vijaykanth, and Vijaykanth would be easily wooed if once the Congress came on board. But when the Congress leaders realized that Vijaykanth was no way coming here, but Congress had walked into the alliance, that really upset the Congress calculation, particularly Rahul Gandhi's. And even today, see, till date, Rahul Gandhi has never gone and called on Karunanidhi. Somewhere along on the 2G scam and all that, Rahul Gandhi's personal view is DMK leaders owed an explanation to all that mess that happened.
In the last campaign, 7th.
No, but it has never been, and even now there is a feeling that fact that Rahul is not campaigning in the last few days, which means virtually he will not be sharing the stage with some of the controversial DMK leaders.
But he shared a stage with
And
Lalu.
also
No, he did not share a stage with Lalu.
also
Sorry.
the state of the
He did
Congress
not.
in Tamil Nadu, it has been one of the, it has gone through a lot of factionalism, and even till the last we saw, you have now the Elongovan on one side, you have Chidambaram and his son on the other side.
We're going to take a look at some of the divisions within the various parties and also what they're facing on the ground, but after a quick break. Welcome back to the NewsX Sunday Guardian Roundtable. This week we're taking a look at the 3 election-going states in the south. Pankaj, before the break, we were discussing the divisions within the Congress, and Shekhar very rightly pointed out the Congress now needs to groom a face. G.K. Vasan has left, Chidambaram is not really on a popular high, so who will be that face?
No, Chidambaram was never a mass leader in Tamil Nadu.
Which is why I didn't ask him that question. I
Last
chose
time
you.
his election from Sri Ganga was also very controversial. Basically, last time when the assembly elections took place, Congress was led in Tamil Nadu by Thanga Balu, who was out there, and he was not the most admired person in the Congress either. Congress has always been faction ridden so far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, and I don't think there are too many people who can rescue the party. Even now, right now, in this alliance with the DMK was reluctant, but it was Congress senior leaders who went and parked themselves in Chennai and wanted to they foisted themselves on the DMK. DMK also, people were talking about factionalism within the DMK, but the Maran brothers from earlier this week have also joined the, bandwagon and are also campaigning. And though Aragiri has been kept out, Stalin is the person, who is emerging in DMK. I mean, he has been the de facto boss. He's going to emerge in case, DMK comes to power as the most important factor so far as Tamil Nadu concerns. But Jayalalitha is not the one to easily give up the fight. And people are complaining that since after the time when she was arrested, she has not been, devoting too much of time in governance. Paneer Selvam had come in and, all these sycophants. So people have a very dim view of all of them. Though they still admire Jayalalitha, but Jayalalitha's health does not permit her to, go all out and, get.
So, Dr. Swamy, then who's the new face of Tamil Nadu politics? Jayalalitha's health is on a decline. Karunanidhi is also very old and ailing. So, in time for a new crop, why is the BJP not projecting someone strong?
That will have to happen now. I mean, I think the lesson has dawned on Delhi that these people are. What had happened, I'll tell you. The Jansang and the BJP later literally grew in North India.
Right.
And the Karnataka, we really owe it to Yadurappa, but the Lingayat community which mobilized in a big way. So Karnataka, we became a force. Tamil Nadu, what happened is that it was so far away from Delhi perhaps, and the people don't speak any other language except Tamil there. The north just went by few of the appointed commissars, and these commissars were not people who are devoted to organization. That has realization come, and in fact today there was a brief discussion on what to do after the election for the Lok Sabha election. I certainly think that yes, there will be a clear attempt to build somebody which could...
Who could that somebody be?
The vacuum can always convert people you never thought were mass leaders into mass leaders, you see. Therefore, I don't think we'll have a difficulty. We have a very good organizational base now, the Hindu Munnani, RSS, Vishnu Parishad. Every booth today, if we want to put up candidates for all the 39 seats of Lok Sabha, we'll be able to get good candidates, educated young people. But we need a set of people who are only committed to standing alone and fighting on the ideology of BJP. And there is a room for ideology of BJP because there is a growth of ISIS, Islamic fundamentalism in Tamil Nadu.
So you hope in the Hindu ideology?
Yeah,
BJP
it has to.
ideology.
For us, listen, I don't believe
Polarization, as Madhu
yeah,
says.
polarization. I am not defensive about this. BJP's growth has to be based on a clear hegemony of the Hindus.
Let's look at some seats in Kerala, Madhu. Kerala itself is also, Congress is a divided house in Kerala also.
Well, the Congress is the most democratic party, so we always give a room to the other leaders to
For division.
not the division, but they keep talking. But when it comes to election, it's a question of survival of everyone's future. So though there's a differences among the state leaders, I did went along with Mr. Gandhi a couple of times there, seeing when he went to Padayatra. So that I think most of those fractions have come down. So therefore, giving a united fight. As we said it like in the beginning, though it was in Kerala we started, but the more division of votes, anti-incumbency votes, if BJP is splitting more, that is damaging the left. It happened in the Lok Sabha
BJP's
elections.
votes will take away the left votes, you're saying?
They will not win
BJP is
the
anti-Congress
seats.
votes.
They will not win the seats, but they'll take away the votes, which will help the Congress UDF.
So you hope. Is he right in hoping so?
Is he betting on zero?
Yes, maybe 0 to 1.
All right, he'll come to 1, not that.
Shekhar, what is your electoral
No,
match?
see, 6 months ago, nobody thought Women Chandy was doing badly because of usual problems within the left. But then after the solar scam came, suddenly Congress was in the mid-course or in the midstream with the leader himself coming under scanner. So that created a lot of I would say tectonic movement in Kerala politics, which greatly helped LDF. Now enters the BJP. Now BJP is looking at a scenario where Nayars, predominant Hindu caste, who have been traditionally with the Congress, and Eravas, who have been traditionally with the left. So therefore, you saw the SNDP, the Velupillai Natation, who is the head of the SNDP, forming a party called BJDS. And this is the first time Eravas have been traditionally left supporters. So the Congress, when you find Madhuji repeatedly saying if there is a division of vote, UDF can gain. Probably what the Congress strategists are looking at, if the Nayars and Eravas, if the Eravas turn away from LDF and look towards Congress because of this fledgling party, then CPM would not get the votes that they were traditionally getting. Similarly, as far as, because Congress is always comfortable with the stock Christian vote and the stock Muslim vote because of
Which is 45%.
So therefore, it doesn't see any desertion in those camps. It's only about the Nayar votes. So the Nayar votes, they have ensured that in the distribution of tickets, there is a good sprinkling of Nayar leaders have been taken care of. And BJP is looking at a situation, the best scenario is, even if Congress comes back, just to see LDF lose in Kerala is a big thing for BJP.
They prefer the Congress to the LDF.
They would be happy with the UDF win rather than LDF win.
I need your views on this one.
Well, I think
because then they look at the next election.
No, yeah, that's right. See, from point of view of fighting Congress, it's easier than a cadre-based party like the LDF. Now, coming back to Tamil Nadu, I want to say that you say the Hindutva factor. So far, people could never believe that Hindutva will be a factor. But this latest thing that's come in Times of India, which says that Tamil Nadu election, Bishops' Council decides to back DMK alliance. Never happened like this before. And every church, they are saying vote for the DMK Congress alliance. Now this, in my opinion, has given us amongst the educated towns a big boost. And that's why I think even after all this disarray, we'll win about 5 seats in Tamil Nadu.
The BJP, because of this. Okay. On that, quickly.
And a quick point on that. See, the Tamil Nadu, the educated crowd have seen the polarization. So you can't encash check twice. They did it in 2014 by polarizing. They're not going to get benefit.
Polarization is a permanent factor.
But you encashed the same check in 2009, 2014, 2004 and 2009.
Well, good work.
It's been done before. Okay, on that note, we're going to end now. Thank you for watching this edition of Roundtable. We'll see you again same time next week.